Watch a snakebite.
Come on, watch me. Stay up late. Come on, everybody. We got to congregate. We say, hey, hey, it's a new day. Hey, hey, I'm on my way. I wouldn't stay, baby, if you made me. Bring on the next phase. I'm gonna go live on Sky Sports, and a very special welcome to the millions of viewers joining us around the world. It's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, the two-time World Grand Prix champion and UK Open champion, the former winner of the Premier League, it's the machine, James Wade! And the World Championship runner-up. Let's get this party started with Snakebite, Peter.
Oasis, Ricky Hatton, new order of all greats this stage. Tonight is the turn of the dart, and what a way to kick off the night. Win or bust between James Wade and Peter Wright. It should be a fascinating match this way, Mardle.
Yeah, I think it will be. They're both similar in the way they play. They're not extravagant players. On the dartboard, look at Peter Wright. He is far from non-extravagant. It's just that they're so consistent. They're so good at what they do. And as we can see in the table, there's nothing between them apart from a leg. Now, a draw here would be an absolute darting disaster for both. Put them both on 15 points, but look at the legs difference with Adrian Lewis. They would have effectively no chance of qualifying for the playoffs. They need, or one of them needs to win.
We were singing Peter Wright's name. He's won the hearts of these Premier League crowds, hasn't he?
Well, he's a trier. People love seeing someone go up there and give it their best, and also like to see entertainers, and that's what he does.
Let's hand over to commentary. Stuart Pike alongside local lad. A very warm welcome to John Gwynn. Evening, John.
Evening, David. Evening, Wayne. Evening, everybody. Nice to be here, just half a dozen miles from home. Yes, it's Manchester's big night on the Premier League. And my first Premier League game, Stuart, since 2013, when Van Gerwen won it.
Yeah, Van Gerwen has lost 2 finals since then. Will this be his year? We shall see, but what a crucial night for Wade and for Wright. Is this the night in Manchester? All the pieces of the Premier League jigsaw finally fit into place. We shall see. Van Gerwen and Taylor are there at the O2 in a fortnight.
16.
Gary Anderson is all but there. Adrian Lewis is close. Wade and Wright have to win to stay in. Losers out, and as Wade Marvel alluded to as well, a draw really no good for either. Must win to stay in.
That's right, and should they draw, and were Lewis to lose tonight, then they would go into next week still believing that they could get through with 15 points. But it is going to be difficult. They're relying too much on things happening elsewhere. They've got to rely on Lewis losing at least once anyway in order to qualify.
And Adrian Lewis's leg difference is, well, it is worth an extra point. Plus 10, Wade -5, Wright -6. So really,
16.
Draw.
But their hope is that Lewis finishes on 17 and one of these two can get 18 if this were to be a draw. Anyway, we're underway. Wade, 121 wanted. And it's going to be good, this, Stuart.
65.
There's so much at stake, so it should be. A good start with the darts from James Wade. He,
100.
of course,
James
suffered that
56.
hammering 7-1 at the hands of Van Gerwen a week ago in Birmingham. Well, he's missed the big 16. Well, let's say how well he's played in the opening leg. Don't see that very often from James Wade, but we do see that.
James Wade! Second leg is beaten to drill first.
A lot.
Game on.
Thompson double 10. Poor first start, great last start. All that matters, 1-0.
Yeah, remarkable thing about that defeat last week, 7-1. Wade had his top average of the tournament so far, 102.4, yet he lost 7-1. And the fact is that Peter Wright's best average in the tournament is 108.98, call it 109, and he lost that 7-2, also to Van Gerwen. That's the way it goes. But they've both had their fair share of ton-plus finishes over the course of the week, Stuart. It's been very, very high standard.
Yeah. 54 ton-plus averages so far in this 2016 Premier League, and it'll take a ton-plus finish and some to win this match, I'm sure, with so much at stake.
140.
There they are, in their numbers here in the Manchester Arena.
8,000 plus. Always really well supported, the Premier League darts, wherever we go, but here in Manchester.
Oh, yes! Vipers! Venomous Snakebite!
On an 11 darter here.
140. Peter by 81.
Double 19 for double 12 for one apiece. Oh, that's a beauty. Got to go, got to be. Double 6.
Chance for Wade to do now what Wright couldn't finish off. Great first start for Wright. Second and third were found wanting. Now then, Double 12, he loves it. He loves double 12, double 6. Wright's just missed it. And Wade too. Well, would you believe it? I bet Peter Wright, when that treble 19 went in, didn't think he'd be back.
Peter Wright's finishing, when he beat Phil Taylor last week, was exceptional. It was brilliant. He's missed here 5 darts at double. He was 7 out of 8 on the doubles in beating Taylor.
Well, that just tells you, doesn't it? Another day, another dollar doesn't always mean you're going to throw as well. And Wade himself is no guarantee to hit this. It's snapped on the dartboard at the moment. They're both playing the same game.
John, I think that was the case of snap, crackle and pop, because they were all in the same place. They missed darts. Finally, double one. It won't matter how he won the leg. But boy, it was important for Peter Wright that he did. They both missed 5 darts at double.
100.
What a chance has come and gone for James Wade.
Absolutely. But notice he was straight to the hockey, straight on with the next leg, straight in the treble 20, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to be able to put disappointments behind you. No point in dwelling on them. And just get on with it.
22.
True what you say, John. I mean, literally is another day, another dollar, but his finishing, he was brilliant against Taylor. Beat Taylor 7-4, and then had that 6-all draw with Gary Anderson. Those 3 points
43.
a week ago for Peter Wright, keeping him in the race for the semi-finals, but 7 out of 8 on the doubles.
They met in Dublin, of course, week 3 of this event, when we had 10 characters on show, and it was Peter Wright who came through that 7-4.
58.
Just to reiterate, a draw is no good for either. That way it is must win, and Peter Wright with a second 180.
Yeah. Well, the bite of a snake is quite hard to take. And this man Wright, he may be on 159, a bogey number, but when you've just hit a 180, you certainly don't mind. 80 scored, so 79 left. Treble 13, or... Well, he did attempt it, 66 left. Some people would have gone for a treble 19, knowing that 19 would have left 60, a 2-dart finish. But Wade back on a 200, but he's going to make a big hole in it. Oh, almost machine-like precision.
For a break of throw then. Fantastic. Aggressive way to go. Got his rewards. Ball for double 8. No mistake this time. Break of throw. Advantage Wright. The winner stays in. The loser is out of the race for the playoffs.
Yeah, well, he could have gone 19 the previous visit and left himself a 2-dart finish with 20 double top, but that was excellent, the bull double 8. And he knew what he was doing. Got the breaker throw, Snakebite.
140.
At the weekend, both players reached the final of Players' Championship Pro Tour events.
100.
Wade losing to young Josh Payne, and Peter Wright beaten by Gerwyn Price. 2 new winners on the tour, but James Wade here needing to pick up the scoring, and does. But Peter Wright, they both missed 5 darts at double. That's why the averages aren't as high as they would like. But even so, James Wade, 8 140s, only 3 from his opponent, who has hit 2 maximums there.
That's right, you're right, yes. Talking about those players who won at the weekend, it's great to see Gerwyn Price managed to win a Players' Championship. He's obviously a player
100.
people have seen him on the telly. The other lad, Josh Payne, not quite as well known, but he will become well known. Make no mistake, he's a youngster from Kent who's got a big future. Anyway, back to this, and it is a maximum for Snakebite. Oh, lovely to see.
Chance for Wade, though. Double 14 to break back. Look what Peter Wright's left.
Peter requires 66.
Ball double 8, maybe.
Well, I mentioned snap earlier. Are we going to get it here? Because double 8 is what he wants. If he hits the ball again, he's done it again. Double 8 for a second leg on the trot. Fraction inside. Oh, well, if you can hit the ball twice on the trot, you should be able to hit the double 8. But chance for Wade to break back. 14 wanted. Yeah, this is awkward. This is an awful double. And that's why he's been so tentative, Stuart. He didn't want to single it, so he didn't attack it as he ought to have done.
How costly will it be for James Wade? That's a perfect marker. This time, Peter.
Oh, that's a marker, all right. And all right for Mr. Wright. 3-1 up now. One break of throw in his favour. And it's...
Well, John, James Wade,
44.
I'm afraid only has himself to blame. 5 darts he missed to break Peter Wright in leg 2. A further 4 in that last leg to break the throw of Peter Wright. 1 out of 10 on
97.
the doubles. And that is very much un-Wade-like.
Yeah, 1 out of 10 when I was a teacher. They'd have to stay in after school. Do it again.
Well, darting detention for James Wade to come. 3-1 to Peter Wright. A win, he stays in. James Wade will be eliminated. A draw, no good to either. Peter Wright,
100.
his last game is against Raymond van Barneveld in Rotterdam. If James Wade can find a way to turn this round, he will play Thornton in Rotterdam. Will Wade be playing Robert Thornton with a chance of qualification or not?
Well, I tell you what, he's hitting 140s like Cliff Lazarenko used to. He's a man from the same neck of the woods. Aldershot for Wade. Cliff originates from Farnborough, just down the road from there, and he hit 140s for fun. Wade tonight certainly has, but it's been the doubles causing his troubles.
97.
Good last dart from James Wade. Peter Wright will be hoping he has 6 darts from 179. He may not need 6.
133.
He knew what he was doing.
80.
171 would have left double 4. Now then, another one of those. And he loves this double top. He got it first leg, first dart.
60.
Not this time, though, when he really needed it. And he's
46.
looking a little bit dejected to me.
Another break of throw. Biggest dart of the match, I reckon, so far. Oh, it's stuck in the corner. It took a little deflection off the flight. A shake of the head from James Wade. But that is, for me, perhaps a shake of the head now of resignation.
Well,
The loser goes out. James Wade is in a more than a spot of bother. 4 straight legs for Peter Wright.
And I reckon he'd settle for a draw right now, because as you can see from that, Lewis 100. On 17 points, Wright and Wade are on 15, but as you say, Stuart, if a draw would put them on 15, but as you say, the superior legs difference of Lewis, as we see another 180, a 4th for Peter Wright. We've yet to see one from Wade, but that legs difference is the key, isn't it?
Well, it is, and I'm just about to mention that, because in the back of
16.
Peter Wright's mind, first and foremost, win the match, stay in the race. But a big win here for Peter Wright. He is very much interested if Adrian Lewis slips up against Phil Taylor later. All permutations still possible.
And then Lewis next week has a tough game against Gary Anderson.
Peter Wright, 81.
That's what Peter Wright and James Wade would go into this match thinking. Win your games, hope that Lewis loses his 2 games. Now double
16 it is.
Sorry, Stuart. Hope that they win their games and that he loses both his. Once again, the Wade trailing in the wake of Wright.
100.
Left and right.
32.
And this man. Dead right again. Double 16. 5 legs in a row. Well on the way, I would suggest, to victory.
Well, this must be demoralising for James Wade. Walloped 7-1 by Michael van Gerwen, but he has had so many chances in the last 10 or 15 minutes.
81.
Afraid he will know that he can't blame anybody else but himself. Anderson, mathematically, just a point away, but surely already there. Is this going to be a 5th 180? You bet it is. Do you know Peter Wright? A rarity for Peter Wright, who changes his darts more than any other player in the modern day, as James Wade hits the first 180. Peter Wright played with the same darts for a second consecutive week. That's a shock.
Well, he hit his first 180 in the second leg. He's presumably got the same darts as he used then, has he?
Well,
he does change them pretty often.
2 weeks with the same darts.
60.
Some proper nanas in that crowd, I'll tell you.
He'd love to win this 7-1 from here now. That would actually put him on level.
100.
Leg difference. Very much still in with a chance. This is such a huge disappointment for James Wade, but you know, only one win in his last 6 Premier League matches for Wade. And this match apart, that's where it's cost him.
Yes.
Double 12 for Wright.
75.
Well, not impressive finishing tonight by any means. 9% and 28%. Wright's 3 times better than that of Wade. And he's going to step up now for double 3.
54.
I presume he'll go that way. Some players would go 2 double 2 for at least a guarantee of the draw.
And that's awkward. That needs pinpoint accuracy. He can't really see much of the target, which makes that an astonishing dart.
Peter Wright.
Even an acknowledgement from James Wade. How on earth did he find a way through? Skill!
And his expression says all. He somehow pulled that out. He really did. Remarkable accuracy against all the odds.
John 6 legs on the spin for Peter Wright. Wade is out of it.
140.
Will confirm whatever happens now. The draw no good. But yeah, as I mentioned, John, 1 win in the last 6 before tonight. Peter Wright hits a 6th 180.
6 180s is 1,080 points, making light work of it. Peter Wright with those.
And a 7-1 win wipes out the deficit. He goes to level. He goes to 16 points, but he goes level on the leg difference, and he would be just a point behind Adrian Lewis, with Lewis still to play Taylor. Pressure on Lewis, all right.
It certainly does, and it for the first time in the match, Peter Wright's gone over 100, 101.42. He wants 47 for victory, and this double 16, which has been good to him tonight, a fraction inside.
15.
Oh no! Now Wade, an absolute must. 86. Another one of those for Bull. Bullseye for Wade. Oh no! 25 left.
32.
Peter Wright, 32.
For the perfect evening, the perfect night, the perfect result, and Peter Wright is still very much in the race for the Premier League semi-finals.
Dead right for Mr. Wright.